Firstly, Guy, what a roller coaster of a night. How are your nerves?
Yeah, good. It was a great win. We just got a bit ambitious with our decision making, turned it over a lot in the second half, which we haven't been doing. And that was probably the only black mark on the game. But I think that against just such a potent offensive team, I think when they got out about 7 points in the fourth quarter, it was looking shaky, and at that point I thought our discipline was great. We found Liz again, and she made the interior baskets. Britt hit a big three, and then I thought our D was terrific for the rest of the game.
And I guess it can't be understated, and it is certainly about the players out on the court, but of the club's 10 senior contracted players, 4 were out tonight, so excellent depth, and must be a really good sign going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was curveball you don't want to have too often, particularly losing the influence and on-court leadership of Jenna, aside from the fact that she's such a great defender and scorer as well. So we knew that everyone had to step up around. I thought it was great that Britt and Maddie found their shooting touch and, just ticked the score along when Liz was getting triple teamed.
You mentioned Liz getting triple teamed. She's had 20 and 20 tonight. What sort of how do you sort of rate that sort of performance?
Well, she'll get better. I mean, again, she hasn't played any basketball since Rio, essentially. And so her performances in our first 5 games have been, by her own admission, she's got ways to go, which I think is great news for our team and our fans. And you can see her finish was a bit off tonight, and positionally she wasn't always where she needed to be. And so she's got a long way to go to get better, which is exciting.
There's always a fine line between criticism and other things. She's only shot 5 foul shots tonight. Does there need to be a bit of a look at how she's being defended? Because she's getting a lot of contact, and I'll say that she's getting a lot of contact when she's going to the basket and posting up. Yeah, look, I mean, overall, I don't have complaints. I think that the officiating has been very fair overall, and some games it might tweak one way, and other games it goes the other way a little bit. But over the course of 5 games, I think that she's been officiated well. With the Jenna, your chance to get her back next week, or is she going to miss some time, or what's the sort of?
Yeah, look, the prognosis is not great at the moment. I mean, it'll be ongoing. She'll be in doubt for next weekend. Calf injuries are finicky. She's not a 17-year-old anymore, so she's 30-year-old, and they're a little bit more problematic. So we'll just view that as it goes, but I think she'll be a bit suspect.
And with the other girls, is there a chance to get any back for next week, or might you have the same sort of skeleton?
Well, we're hoping to get Lou Tomlinson back. So she broke that finger in the pre-season, and we were originally hoping she'd play tonight, but the surgeon didn't give her the all clear. And he said she needed 1 more week, so we're hoping that next week she's right to go. Tragic for Courtney Doover, and another ACL injury, and Rebecca Ott has a stress fracture in her fibula, so she's out for probably the best part of the next month or longer. So our depth will be tested, but we have got depth, and people have to step up around.
Forgive my ignorance if this has been done before. Have you got a chance to bring anyone else in, or?
Yeah, we will have, and look, we'll consider our options for that. I think that the difficult thing is that anyone who's pretty good's playing at the moment in Europe or Asia or WNBL. So to find an available player is not an easy thing. And also, essentially, I think Jenna's irreplaceable. So to find a player of Jenna's ilk, that's going to be very, very hard. So we'll consider our options, but see what we can do.
Monique, been a big week for you. How are you feeling? You've had a lot of attention this week across 2 codes, not just WNBL, but also AFL Women's. How are you going with it all?
It's been a very exciting week for me. It still hasn't sunk in just yet, the football side of things, but I'm sure it will eventually. yeah, it's just it's been a very exciting week so far.
How's it feel being a young emerging player when you're sitting there and also out on the court being surrounded in a situation like that with your teammates where it is just so backwards and forwards and, you know, literally one basket in it down the stretch a couple of times?
It was a very intense game, the whole game until, the very end. So it's good to be out there and playing in those type of situations. But we got, great players around us that helped us get over the line. So, like I said, just an intense game throughout the whole game. But just got some great players around and some good depth within the team that helped us get the win.
And what were some of the key messages down the stretch from the coach sitting next to you?
Well, to limit our turnovers was definitely a big thing, especially for myself. And just stay poised and, run through our offenses and, play to our strengths, which is, what we did at the end to get the win.
Well, congratulations on the win. The Boomers moved to 4-1. Big crowd tonight. How did you enjoy the atmosphere?
The atmosphere is always great. At our home games, it just keeps getting better. Just got some great energy within the crowd, so it's definitely very good.
All right, congratulations. Get back to those VCE books, eh?
Yes, I'll try.
Thanks, guys. Good work.